Okay, quality assessment, and we are specifically going to look at the productive pedagogies framework. The productive pedagogy framework actually just helps us to structure things that we already know on how to present our classes or how to plan our learning environments. The productive pedagogies framework focus on these four aspects: intellectual quality, connectedness, supportive classroom environment, and recognition of differences. So when we look at the actual productive pedagogies framework, the first aspect we will look at is the intellectual quality. This only refers to the different types of knowledge: higher order thinking, deeper knowledge, deeper understanding. It just helps us to, when we plan our assessment activities and our class activities even, we should understand, we should make sure that we don't only give them the straightforward knowledge. We should also focus on the higher order thinking, the deeper knowledge and deeper understanding skills as well. We must think about how we're going to build in those kind of things, those kind of knowledge and questions, to make sure that we cater for all the different types of learners and to test them on different levels. Bloom's taxonomy is a nice tool to use when we plan these the integration of these other types of knowledge as well. When we then look at the connectedness, we then look at knowledge integration and background knowledge, connectedness to the world. What do the learners know before they come to class? Is this a new concept for them, or have they learned something about it previously? Is there any way that we can connect the happenings in the real world to what we are discussing in this classroom now? The moment that something is familiar to a learner, they actually understand it much easier, and if they can see the relevance of what we are teaching them, if they can see this is a real world problem, they will know why they are required to learn or to gain this knowledge. So to connect those dots for them, we should plan for that. How will we be able to show them how important this content is that we are delivering to them? When we look at the recognition of differences, this means in our classrooms today, there are many different types of learners, not only race and gender, but also different cultures and different socioeconomic backgrounds. And we should really try to accommodate all those learners to not exclude some of them. I always use the example of, for instance, if you want to write after the school holidays, teachers ask students, write me an essay on where did you go for your holiday or vacation. And it's such a difficult thing to do actually, because now maybe there's only like 10% of the class who actually go on holidays during the school holiday or school vacation. Now the learners in the class who actually have to stay at home and work and help to feed their families, or people that just don't have money to go on vacation, they always feel a bit put on the spot when you give them an assignment like that to do, because they cannot really write you anything that they have done. They just being at home. And it seems like something stupid sometimes to you, but you must really put yourself in that student's shoes and think twice. Is this assignment I'm giving, is this example I'm using, is it actually valid for all the types of learners, all the cultures, all the genders, and am I not excluding someone without me thinking about it? We need to think about these things when we are planning. Then we have the supportive classroom environment. it's really important for us to think about what our role as a teacher is actually. We need to support the students. We need to give them extra resources, but we also need to teach them how to become self-regulated. The learners need to understand that they also have some responsibility to do their own work, to go and find information, to try and see the relevance, to be motivated. So you as a teacher cannot be everything for every student, but you have to show them and to give them the skills to try to start to help themselves as well. But also to make sure that if you give them a task or tell them to go and find information on their own, that you will always be there to assist them and to show them in the correct direction. All these aspects, if you listen to it, it's really things that we know. We know it. When we plan our lesson, it actually just happens. It comes. You don't really think about it. But it is really important, and that is why we are discussing this again. You need to stop for a minute and just evaluate yourself and see if you are actually doing all these things. Are you thinking about these things when you are planning your learning environment?